Hey, 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 hey. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday. Back to the work week. Back to the weekly grind. So I hope everybody is off to a great start this morning thus far. Just coming in for a real quick drop in. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's what it's all about here. Okay. So I told you already, I do this for three reasons. Number one, I do it because I enjoy it. Number two, I do it because I am trying to do something where when I'm long and gone, my kids and grandkids and my grandkids and stuff can go on this YouTube and social media and stuff and be able to hear the messages that I'm leaving for them as well. Like I'm leaving them these messages, when they feel like they lost in life, they don't have nobody to talk to and different things like that. Because I'm telling you, when you watch these videos on social media and they got all these, it's actually AI, right? AI therapists. They're like, oh, if you need somebody to talk to, you can call me. And if you don't like this person that you're talking to, you can talk to this person and stuff. So, as these kids in our generation and our kids and grandkids and stuff grow up, it's going to be a very confusing world. And they're not going to know if it's safe to be what they was born to be. Should I be a girl or should I be a boy? You can like, should I change my sex or whatever? So, they pushing this therapy stuff, but you're not even talking to real people. You're talking to AI. So, um, I'm doing this too. So when I'm long gone, maybe they can gravitate to something I said that might make some sense to them. And then, um, number three is yeah. And since I'm out here, I always say I'm a professional YouTube watcher, and I stay on these YouTube streets watching videos and stuff. So instead of me just sitting around being a watcher, I'm being a doer as well. So I'm trying to get myself out here in the atmosphere, and if I can, I like to get paid like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Another stream of income. So, excuse me. With that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button so you know each and every time I go live. Okay, so I got a real quick drop in because I gotta get to work. Okay, I got to go to work myself today. I had a good weekend. I hope everybody else had a good weekend and was able just to have some of your time, some me time. We deserve that. So let's just be smart and strategic and try to manage and make it through these hard, difficult times. Um, this quick drop in today is subject. There's so much to talk about. So this one is, I don't want to go to Mexico no more, more, more. Y'all remember that? I don't want to go to Mexico no more, more, more. There's a big fat policeman at the door, door, door. My phone do that every time. Hold on, and I will answer it. Give me 1 second. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Okay. I'm live right now. You're not live because I got you in my ear, like on my earpiece. But yeah. I stopped one moment to answer your phone call. Oh, would you like to join? All right, hold on. Let me put you on the speakerphone. Cause I'm doing 30 minutes. Hold on. All right. I got Baker Man on the line. Baker Man be hanging out with me here and there. Y'all remember Baker Man? He said he wanted to say hi. Say hi.
Oldie but goodie, Baker Man.
You just been so busy working, you haven't been able to join me.
I know. Grand rising to you and to the fam. All praises to the Most High.
Whenever you get the time, you are always welcome to come back.
Oh yeah, I already know. Well, if I'm not there in physical, I am there in spirit.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm doing a 30-minute live.
All right.
I'm going to set the timer after I finish talking.
Okay then. Well,
And
go ahead and do that. I just was reaching out. I seen you was on live, so I said let me check in.
look, I don't want to go to Mexico no more and more and more. So,
Really?
yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing this about Mexico because um and I'm telling everyone, look around for yourself, Google it, look on YouTube, whatever. They are having a fit in Mexico because,
Really?
because Americans are coming and black folks. So they saying with us coming there, Americans and black folks, um, we're I always have a problem with that word, gentrifying Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're raising the prices there.
Hmm.
So, one man said in his building, he the last Spanish person there. Everybody else is from out of state. We're
Hmm.
from the United States and stuff. He's the last tenant, and the rent has went up to about $2,000. He said.
Hmm.
So everything that's in Mexico is rising. So they want us
Yeah.
out. They want Americans out of Mexico. And they said, hey, if you don't speak English, get out of here. I mean, excuse me, if you don't speak Spanish, get out.
Hmm.
Black folks definitely can get out. And Americans get out too because you're just raising the cost of living down there. So
Oh.
I'm like, wow, the nerve of them.
Well, the problem with that is the damage is probably the damage is done. A lot of times that stuff like that is they might want us gone or Americans gone, but now the people that can afford it and pay it, how they gonna recuperate or go back to the way it was. You know how things are almost like once it's done, it's almost like these prices with the eggs or the gas or all the other stuff. Once it already go up and people realize, oh, well, they can pay it. There's no
There's no need
no
to bring it
impact.
down. Like the
There's no
interest
interest
rates for
rate.
the mortgages. Like, why would they bring that down?
Yeah,
But
why would we bring it down? You pay it.
I do think that the interest rates on mortgage will go down. And we'll talk about that too, but just real briefly, like we'll do a whole podcast about it. But briefly, the goal is to make America more renters than homeowners. So anybody, even you, remember one time I was telling you, sell your house, sell your house, sell your house. Now I don't say that. I say keep your house, keep your house, keep your house. Especially us black folks because we don't have a lot of stuff that we have, own. So
Mm-hmm.
hold on to your house the best that you can. So
Mm-hmm.
they want more of renters, and you got your companies and your management companies and all of that type of stuff, and they're charging all these extra fees and stuff. And like they're getting the max rent and stuff. They even trying to push out you guys like um the little small homeowners. Like, you got a couple of houses that you rent. They're trying to push you out the way where it be more of a corporate type of
Mm-hmm.
ownership, and
Yes.
and then rent will be high, then you pay maintenance fee, you pay this, you pay that, and also like they just add up all these fees. It's really hard for people to live these days and pay these rents and pay these fees and stuff, and a lot of evictions are happening and people are getting overcharged, mischarged, and all kinds of stuff that's happening. So that is the goal. So back to what my point is, get to the point, Tanya. The point is what I'm trying to say. Interest rate, when you said things, once they set a price, it may not come down. But if it's in the benefit for them, it will. So once they get a real good monopoly, I'm talking about the banks, like the banks are buying into homes, right? Big corporations are buying these homes. And then once they get that good grip, that good monopoly on all the homes and stuff in America, then the interest rate will go down for them.
Yes.
For them. And by that time, when it's time for you to look for a house, the houses will be so expensive to buy. It's only like everybody's not gonna be able to buy a house these days. Like my grandkids, to me, you have to have like $1 million house is gonna be like a $100,000 house in the future. And where do they have these jobs to support these $1 million homes? And these $1 million homes is gonna be just regular homes in regular neighborhoods. Back in the day, $1 million house was something fantastic. So what do come up can come down for those other folks, not for us. I said that yesterday. What the economy does, they never do it for the best interest of us. No, it's always for the best interest of them. So interest rates will go down once large corporations such as the banks and people of status own enough surplus properties where they can have dominance, if you get what I'm saying. Then for them, prices it goes down. Because see, right now, to me, it goes up because it makes it harder for us to try to buy. So the banks and everybody can buy into these homes because it's too high for us. That's to keep us out. But once they get all that they accomplish to do, they'll make it easier for them. So that's what I think. That's what I think. So, do you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that once the um, market gets, because everything is trendy when it comes to housing anyway. So I feel like the interest rates will eventually go down because it's throughout history it's always going up and down, up and down. At any rate, so that's
Mm-hmm.
in regards to interest rate, yeah. But like it's with pricing, I think it's always once they when it comes to consumerism, I think that once they see that you'll pay like even with the price of cars or something, it seems like once they finally get the pricing up to how it is, it might drop just a little bit to make you feel like, oh, like say so like with gas, it might drop down. It might go up to like $2-3. So, but then to make you feel good, they may drop it down like 20 or 30 cents. So you'll feel like, oh, well, the gas prices is going down. When in actuality, it's still high as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really go down to what it originally was. It just that they dropped it down maybe 20 cents to make you think that it was going down. But yeah,
Yes.
but with the interest rate, I do think that that's going because that's the Fed didn't the Fed involved with interest rates anyway. They do that in order to my mind is going a little bit, but I think they do that for the up and down when it comes time for them to oh man when they want to. But I think it has to do with the stock market and stuff too.
Oh yeah, it got a lot to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm getting off a subject here, and I got another phone call coming in. So
Oh,
go back to the live and
alrighty. I'll talk to you later.
okay, I should just do an episode answering the telephone.
Man, we need to have call ins now. What's up?
Nobody calls in. All right, let me get this call.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the show. You hear me? I'm gonna get right back to the show. But that's that early morning phone calls. I should do that. Like, hello, I open up the line. Like the line is open. Would you like to say something? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And you know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Yes. And you're live with me. Say good morning to the people. Yeah, we live. Yeah, we live and trying to kick it. This is my daughter this morning. My beautiful, beautiful daughter. How is your day going thus far?
It's going pretty good.
Okay.
It's going pretty good. I'm the only girl. Disappointed about that. But yeah.
You gonna be look, you gonna be the only girl. You get ready to enter a dominant world. May I share this with the people or not?
Don't share too much, but it was supposed to be I mean you can share it, but don't share too much. But it was supposed to be another girl that had already signed up. It was supposed to start and she canceled this morning. So she's not doing it. So
Why not?
Me, I gotta hold it down. Car problems.
What kind of problem?
Car problems.
Oh. Well, you know, I said a little prayer for you today. I say it every day because that is a dominant field that you are doing. So my daughter is today is her first day in the truck driving world. She is getting ready to learn how to drive them big 18 wheelers. And I do hear that the women do a little bit better than the men. That's what I heard. I heard that. But um, you in the dominant world, women are entering. I don't know where God is leading you with this. Um, you know, I'm thinking when your brother even go and do it, like y'all can always team up together. Like if y'all need to help each other out, or maybe starting, you can always, you yourself can always probably start a business. Put some pink trucks on the road, girl. You can put some pink trucks on the road and manage the company. And then if you got to get out there, you'll be able to get in that truck and drive it too if you have to. So.
Yeah, well, right now I'm in the classroom, so my folder pink and my clipboard pink.
Oh, see, did you did that or they did it?
I did it.
Okay, yeah.
You know I did it.
Come, watch out, truckers. We got Pinky. I'm gonna call you Pinky. Pinky about to hit the road. Yeah, but that's what I foresee. You know what I'm saying? I always like to take it to another level. So I see some pink trucks on the road. You learn how to get contracts. Yeah, you can lease these trucks, and you can, because you ain't got to worry about trying to buy one first. I don't know much, but what I'm thinking. So if you can get yourself a good contract, you can go lease a truck, and you can do the lease to own and work them contracts. So I think the best thing is to learn how to get the contracts. And I think this is something that you can work towards, more so having a direction while you're going to school. Is yeah, you're going to school to learn how to drive the truck, but at the same time, you're not just going there to become a driver and a worker. You're gonna get out there and you're gonna drive the truck and you're gonna learn how to do things. But while you out there learning, you're gonna try to be figuring out how to get these contracts, how to do this and how to do that so that you can level yourself up. Because you're young enough to do it, and you can, and it's just opportunity. So um have a good day at school today, and congratulations, and I'm very proud of you and I love you.
Thank you, and I love you too. And today's my little brother's birthday, so I'll give him a shout out.
Oh, Jabari. Oh, shout out to Jabari. Shout out to Jabari. What we gonna do? We're gonna party like it's his birthday. and we don't give a freak because it's his birthday, right? Right? Hey. Yeah. So where he at? Is he in America? Out of the country? What is he doing?
Hey, he's in America.
Okay, because you know they like to do it big.
He's in America today.
Okay. Well, be sure to tell him I said.
I think my phone heard you singing happy birthday because balloons popped up.
Oh, see what I was saying? Technology. They all watching us.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a picture of my first day, and as soon as I lift my phone up to take a picture, balloons popped up.
Yeah. They might be watching me. Look, I'm too small of a person, but I could be. I don't like to think I'm a conspiracy. Well, I don't know what they call them people when you always think
I
something.
don't know. The balloons popped up on my phone.
Yeah, because they listening. They're watching us. So anyway, what time you get out of class?
5.
Okay.
It's a job. I'll probably get lunch at maybe 12, 12:30.
You bought lunch or you buying lunch?
I packed a little cooler, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, everything. I'm prepared.
You
I got a couple of hand sandwiches. I got some grapes from home, some Rice Krispie treats, and Gatorade, some water, my Twizzlers. And I had a feeling I was gonna be stuck in here all day. So
and that's fine. And you are prepared. That's cool. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm doing the
that
dance
made
for
me
you.
feel like even more of a girl because I'm the only one that came in with a big bag.
Well, you're prepared.
Because I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm prepared.
If you got enough, give somebody something when they sitting there. Say, would you like some grapes or something?
I ain't got enough to share with everybody, but
You got nothing to share with one person?
I do have enough to share. But then everybody comes.
Yeah. Your dad probably would say, she ain't got to share. Don't be telling her to share. You need to come prepared. She can't sit there, baby. That's what he probably said. Sit there, baby, and eat all your food. Just don't get sleepy, okay?
That's exactly what he was saying.
Just don't get sleepy. So guess what? You're a grown woman. Do what you want to do.
Because I was so excited. It was like going back to school for the first day of school.
Okay.
Like high school again. I don't pick out all my outfits for the week. Pack my lunch. Pack my lunch last night.
Okay. Excellent.
Yogurt, smoothies, applesauce. We try to keep it down.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, look, I gotta go. I'm trying to do this quick. I'm trying to stay consistent. I've been dropping these videos. You have you watched any of them that I sent you?
Well, I watched the live you sent me yesterday or the day before that, but it won't you. It was like I was watching somebody watch something.
That's what you call a reaction video. What was it talking about?
No, I want nobody. Like,
was it me?
It's like I was watching the news. I felt like you sent me the wrong link.
Well,
somebody's live, but
we send it back to me. Send it back to me.
Okay.
So I can see what did I send you? Because some of the stuff been going wrong too.
July 20th, number 29. What is about now?
Oh yeah, that's reaction to video. So yeah, you gotta listen. That's what I'm getting ready to do. So it's called reaction. So you listen to the video, I react. Listen to the video because you really need to listen to that because they get that buy now, pay now, the whole setup system. Okay. All right, but you.
I know someone after saying Karma, and I love that song. I ain't letting that go.
They want you to love them, but listen to when they want how the goal is for you to get behind. So, y'all the new generation for that. So listen to it so you can just be informed. Don't do it now. Stay focused on what you got going on. All right. All right, love you. Have a good day, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. Love you too. All right, let's try to see if I can get this show going. All right. Let's do some disclaimers here.
Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
All right, wonderful. And then one more time before we get started. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell notification. Let's get going with my introduction opening song. And then I'm going to set my time up from right here. I'm not answering no more phone calls or nothing like that. I'm going to get to the message, which is the highlighted topic. I don't want to go to Mexico no more.
See, baby, looking wild and looking tired and looking for me. Oh, right. Hey, but I said it ain't gonna happen. East West.
Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? Yes, y'all, to the beat, y'all, and it don't stop. You hear me? And it don't stop. So anyway, you know me, I'm always happy to be here. I'm happy to even just be able to wake up. You hear me? Thank you, God, for allowing me to see another day. And I will rejoice in it, you know? And I want all of us to do that. We in good health, we walking, doing some good things, regardless of what life is throwing us. I'm happy to be here. So, like I said, this one is, you know, people are going, Americans are going over to Mexico, and they just don't like it. They want us to stay out of that country. So let's do this. Let me get to the video. And I might not go through all of them. Let me set my time. I got all my stuff. I'm not even answering this. I'm not answering. I'm going to deny the call. Let me say, please text me. Okay. All right. Let me set the timer. Let's get it done. All right. Let me get to the video. It's not in any particular order. I'm just going to show you. Right here.
There's some smooth operators around here, and I thought my 50 peso sunglasses were cool. Anyway, I'm Paul, an English guy, showing you Mexico through my eyes, and I'm in the Roma Norte area of Mexico City. Now, it's not the richest part of the city, but it is one of the hippest, full of trendy, well-off Mexicans. Lots of foreigners, many from the US, also enjoy this gentrified area full of late 19th and early 20th century mansions converted into fine dining establishments with multi-million-dollar brunches. In fact, even unremarkable apartment buildings built in the last 60 years, like the one behind me here, are also being transformed into swanky businesses with mega rents to match. And of course, today I'm going to talk about how the gentrification of some neighborhoods in Mexico City and in other parts of Mexico too are creating tensions between some Mexican locals and foreigners. And this is what's going on. The COVID pandemic has meant many more people are now working remotely. Home office is a big thing now, right? And Mexico is receiving a massive influx of remote workers, mostly from the United States, who continue to work full-time for their companies, earning all those dollars whilst temporarily living in neighborhoods like this one, which are more or less on the same time zone as their US offices. Very convenient. And in the last few years, more and more people are realizing that Mexico can be a very attractive place to spend some time and save money because of the cheaper prices. Now, these fashionable areas in Mexico have always been popular with foreigners without rocking the boat too much with the locals. But all this new greenback purchasing power is creating a new wave of gentrification, pushing up the prices, such as in the property rental market, making life difficult for frustrated locals.
All right, let's stop that. Hold on.
Now, there's something important to remember. This gentrification issue by remote workers is only happening in a small number of areas relative to Mexico City's and Mexico's vast size. But the Mexican mass media, like Publimetro, are writing about the growing problem. And by the way, the photographer managed to find Thor catching up on his work emails from Mexico City. But jokes aside, the fact that the mass media here are reporting the problem shows that it is in the public interest for Mexicans because, well, it's not fair. And let's look at the facts. According to this website, Mexico has two locations, Mexico City and Playa del Carmen, that are in the top 10 fastest growing remote working hubs anywhere in the world. And honestly, many places in Mexico are popular with remote workers and also with digital nomads. Now, digital nomads are different to remote workers. They are doing freelance work on their laptops. Often they place a nice lifestyle over earning the megabucks. And Mexico has had them for years. And just like with many foreign retirees in Mexico, they haven't rocked the boat too much with the locals, especially as they do bring in money and business. So, what's changed since the pandemic? Well, as I said before, many full-time office workers from the US in high-paying so-called knowledge worker jobs, such as in the tech sector, can now work remotely. And many of them have come to Mexico to do their home office. And these people earn way more than your average digital nomad freelancer. We're talking about $100,000 a year for your average US tech employee. Now, some people will earn less than that, others will earn even more. But it's serious cash. And all these people, for example, in the property rental market, are blowing everyone else out of the market with their dollars. And not long ago, there was a big story, scandal about a lady from the US with a high-level full-time US job, and she tweeted this with a photo of a rustic yet luxurious apartment. Her tweet went viral, not in the way she hoped, with Mexicans on social media telling her to leave. One reply from a Mexican was, "The wages here are much lower in Mexico. You kick us out of our homes and neighborhoods where our life is." So yes, there is tension. And in the next section, I'm going to look at more of the negative effects of this new wave of gentrification.
Okay, come on before I start the next one. All right, so I'm not even gonna get all into that. The video, like I said, the link is in my description box if you want to watch the whole thing. I just want to give you an example of what's happening out there in Mexico. So they are going over there, American workers, remote workers, people that's able to work from their desktop computers and stuff like that, that do not have to go into a workplace. And they're making a lot of money. So they're going over there and they are living in luxury. From the pictures, it looks beautiful. So they over there going and they rising up the prices and making it hard for the people that's there to live. And I say vice versa. I say vice universal. They do it here. They come over here, right? Working for cheaper, making the labor costs go down because they want to get out of that country. And I'm not trying to throw no shots at nobody or nothing like this, because this is an open like platform and I got different people listening, right? But I am who I am and I believe in what I believe in. You come over here and you work cheaper and you mess up the money for labor. And Americans don't like that. So you're complaining that they're coming over there raising the prices over there. So like somebody got to make a decision. I always thought, I'm like, well shit, all of them coming over here, maybe we need to go over there. So that's that. Let's go here to the next video. I just thought that was interesting information that you could, like what's happening around us, around the world. And that's one thing that's happening. Let's try this one. Because I'm not going to go into it very long. Like I said, let's check out him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me do this. Go back.
I'm completely fine with how you want to run your country. I'm completely fine with it, but just don't have any like massive complaints or concerns how we want to run our country, right? For example, so now I definitely saw nearly all the footage from the Los Angeles riots. Let's go and call that, and a lot of Mexican flags, bro. A lot of people waving Mexican flags in America, and I'm just like, oh, okay, right? But we can't be angry at that. But they can be angry that we're going to their country and gentrifying, and you want to now, expel all of us from your country. Oh, okay. Let's go and see where this video takes us, guys. This is a suggestion via channel member. Let's jump into it. And again, guys, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe, guys. All right?
They're not leaving. We're getting out. They're not leaving. We're getting out.
Okay.
Gringos shouting, "Get out, gringos," and speak Spanish or get out of here. Hundreds of Mexicans marched in the
That's a lot of nerve, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of nerve. Speak Spanish or get out of here.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced.
That's what we're saying right now.
Yeah, that is a lot of nerves. And here, like, a big Trump fan, but I ain't like some of the stuff that he do when he said, I'm changing English to the native language of America. I had no problem with that. Yeah, speak English. We are like turning, like, it got to the point so much where they say, you need to learn Spanish. You need to learn Spanish, where everything is being translated, like in schools. When they say the announcement at school, they say it in English and they say it in Spanish. To be honest, because I do substitute teaching too sometimes, and I volunteer, so I hang around the schools. There are kids in Black schools, okay, predominantly Black schools, and they cannot speak English, and the teachers actually have to take the telephone and translate and do it like that for a kid. And I just think that's too much in a classroom. When everybody is speaking English, you got one child in here that can't speak it. Why is this child in this classroom is taking too much time to teach them English? So even if you're going to start pushing them in the schools, at least put them all in one classroom so they all can get to speak the same language or something. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you. The nerve of them.
First, we go to this New York Times expose. More than 50 million Americans have health.
The street musician in Roma to make him shut up. unleashing a wave of indignation that even
Let's go.
Condesa racetrack was the epicenter of a streets this Friday with a deafening roar, Mexico for Mexicans. Fed up with being displaced from their own neighborhoods, protesters took a stand against the wave of gentrification that, led by arrogant Americans, has turned neighborhoods like Roma, Condesa, and Juarez into a theme park for digital nomads with dollars in their pockets. With banners shouting, "Gentrification is a spoof," and "Gringo, respect Obi." Quote, Park Mexico, in the Condesa racetrack, was the epicenter of a rebellion that left no one indifferent. Gentrification is not progress. Gentrification is eviction, it is regression. The spark that ignited this revolt has been burning for years. Rents in these neighborhoods have skyrocketed, with rents reaching $2,500 per month, while the Mexican minimum wage is barely $373.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, I get that, right? I mean, I fully understand why you're angry. Okay, I would be angry also if that was the case here. Just to be honest here, but many of us that live in the United States of America are most likely living in areas that were once moderately affordable, and then all of a sudden, people from California started moving in because they try to run from the tax codes and things like that. Right? Listen, we get it, but I just find it moderately hypocritical. I mean, if we can't say get out of our country in any crazy manner, right? Like, you know, that this doesn't help the case or the cause, any of these videos. I'm being honest, because it kind of proves everything that everyone has been saying, guys, right? You can't do this in your country, so why? God, guys, all right.
Who can compete
Let's
with that?
keep going.
No one. The gringos with their laptops and remote jobs have invaded entire neighborhoods, paying cash and without batting an eyelid for amounts that locals only dream of. In Cancun and Tulum, the disaster is even worse. Almost 50% of the properties are in the hands of foreigners who turn them into Airbnbs, leaving Mexicans without access to their own lands. They have expanded through the streets of the Mexican capital, expelling thousands of neighbors in their path. This is the short-term rental model, such as the one managed by the Airbnb platform, which, in addition to expelling long-established residents and making areas more expensive, continues to grow without any regulation. I can no longer stand seeing my lifelong neighbors leave. My building is full of foreigners who don't even try to speak Spanish, says a merchant from Condesa.
What is going on your face, bro?
At Virginia Virtual Academy, students across the state receive the education they deserve.
All right, come on.
Is it like that's just how you come outside? And pretty much based off the dude's hair. I mean, I guess that you know, that probably is how he just comes outside, guys. I'm just gonna be honest here. This is a wild one right here, bro. This is, look at never mind. I'm not gonna make fun of the guy. Just understand, this is looks like a clown, guys.
Another neighbor who dreamed of opening a restaurant in Roma describes how the rent swallowed her alive. The arrogance of some.
Hey! If it looks like a clown, sounds like a clown, walk like a clown, it's probably a clown. It's probably a clown. Who knows what he got going on? I tell you, this world is changing. Anyway, let's go.
Americans knows no bounds, from demanding English menus at taquerias to complaining about the organ grinder because his vibe is annoying. A video that went viral captured an American woman yelling at a street musician in Roma to make him shut up, unleashing a wave of indignation that even cost her her job at a modeling agency. She is Brianna Clyde, the model who said that street organs are the most annoying sound in Mexico City. Due to the,
I mean, guys, if you've ever been there, right, and you realize, it kind of is, but you have to kind of understand this here, guys. You're in a different person's culture. Like, listen, I've traveled the planet. I've been to over 140 countries, and there are times where you have to kind of understand, like, listen, bro, you are in a different place, different culture, different rules. Learn the local culture and just move on. Is it annoying? Are those street organs incredibly annoying? Yeah. But it's, again, I'm not part of the culture, so I know I'm going to be leaving soon. But if you move there, bro, you can't be angry at this. This is their culture. You're living within it, right? Stop being that guy.
The invasion of Americans in Mexico. There are now complaints that street tacos, which are like an emblem of the country, Now the salsa is no longer spicy because they have to cater to tourists or these digital nomads who don't understand or aren't used to it or, obviously, can pay better by moving us away.
Exactly.
Because we didn't fit the style of the cafeteria. The march began at 3:30 a.m. at the Linder Forum in Park, Mexico, with an anti-gentrification clothesline full of stickers and banners that didn't mince words. Pay taxes, learn Spanish, respect my culture, and go home gringo.
Bro, do you know how many areas in the United States of America where you go and you just do not hear a single bit of English? Like there are entire cities and what seems to be zip codes where that is the thing. All right, where there's literally zero respect for American culture, traditions, etc. There's zero trying. Go to Miami, bro. All right, go to South Florida. You'll kind of understand what I'm saying here. There is zero respect for it. It doesn't even feel like America down there. Right? Like, I mean, but the cool thing is that they have Walmart, so that helps, I guess, right? But other than that, there are people who live in South Florida, Miami area, who live their days and years and months not having to learn a single bit of English because you can just get by speaking Spanish there. So I hear what you're saying, bro, but unfortunately, that's not the case for the United States of America. People generally don't care, and we're told that we're terrible people if we actually expect people to kind of adhere to our culture a little bit, right? We're terrible people. Are they terrible people, guys? Help me out here.
What began as a peaceful protest with testimonies from displaced neighbors and a collective sticker pasting got out of control when a group of hooded individuals stormed the scene. Broken windows, graffiti on businesses, and the looting of a clothing store in Condesa marked the day's climax. Get out, gringos. This is not your ass.
Listen, though, it looked like they got some tough glass because I seen the guy taking the skateboard trying to bust it open and it wasn't bust. And then he hitting it with this and stuff. What that glass made out of? My goodness.
Shouts were made as police tried to contain the chaos. They're not going to let you go. We're going to get rid of you. They're not going to let you go. We're going to get rid of you. Get out, gringos. Get out, gringo.
Some protesters vandalized businesses in tourist neighborhoods in Mexico City during a protest against gentrification.
The government secretary condemned the vandalism sects, calling them xenophobes and comparing them to the treatment that Mexican migrants receive in the United States. But
isn't it interesting?
Protesters replied, "It's not about poverty, it's about survival. We want our reality back." Quote, graffiti, vandalism, and discontent among local residents left a demonstration that turned violent.
There's a lot of footage.
The problem goes beyond rent. The gringos have brought their arrogance with them, transforming neighborhoods into a little America. In Roma, coffee shops with English names and less than $15 for a coffee have replaced the local taco joints. Some foreigners, without the slightest effort to integrate, demand to be spoken to in their language. Do you speak?
Okay, that's a little bit crazy though, all right? I understand, like, listen, because of how people come to the United States of America, do not care about our culture, just adhere to theirs. They don't care about our language, they just adhere to theirs. If you want to play that game in some other country, do your thing. I don't know how far that's going to get you, because not every country on the planet is as open, let's say, as the United States of America is, even though, you know, what's going on here. But either way, when it comes down to being demanded to be spoken to in English, that's crazy. Don't do that. That's just... What's wrong with you, bro? Okay, you're in a different country. Expect that.
Speak English? They ask at markets and taco stands, unaware that they are in Mexico.
Here you have to learn to speak English or they won't hire you. Alejandro works in Colonia Roma, an area that is changing with the arrival of residents from other parts of the world.
The Mexico City government has tried to stop the eviction with 52 affordable homes for indigenous communities in central areas, but for many it is just a band-aid on an open wound. Gentrification is expulsion, not progress. A spokesperson for the group states, "Here we are the front." Protesters are demanding rent caps, restrictions on Airbnb, and laws that provide housing rights over real estate profits. Meanwhile, on social media, the hashtag #GringosHome became a trend with users sharing stories of foreigners asking for less spice in their tacos or complaining about the noise in traditional markets. We were
paying less than 7,000 euros. They are renting for 30 to 40,000.
My meeting notes look like hieroglyphics. I'm pretty sure even Indiana Jones. couldn't decode them. That's why
Gentrification is not only the fault of the gringos, but also of Mexican companies adapting to foreign needs because.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. That's good. That's some good information, I think. Thank you, Mr. L Board Reacts. Watch this. I got all this in my description box. So let me give him a like. That's right. I subscribe to his channel. Hit that bell notification, and that's it. Okay, and you can do the same thing for him, and you can do it for me. It does not cost a thing. It does not cost a thing. You got regular folks like us just trying to keep you abreast with what's happening the best that we can here, around the world, and different things. Because the news that you get into 47, DJT, like, they got that. They got that. They handle the media. They handling a lot of stuff. So this little local stuff like this that we doing, I feel like is really good. So that's just some information that you can use. So when you see the South, I said the South, the Spanish people over here, fighting to stay over here, just keep in mind that you got Americans and black folks over there, and they want them out, and they're over there tearing some stuff up. Let me see right here. I did have a couple of riots, but you can see for yourself. You can see for yourself with that video that he just did with a couple of reaction videos. And then right here, I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So it is what it is. And we're going to end this show right here with this. And I thank you again. I got somebody out there. I got a dedicated watcher. So I see one person, and I so appreciate you so much. Look. Throwing your kiss. Okay. Thank you. And hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Thank you so much. Down to 6 minutes. I had 30 minutes. I spent almost 25 minutes talking, answering the telephone. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. And I'm getting ready to get myself off and going to work. And I'm going to leave you with this. I don't know if y'all remember this. And then I'm going to say goodbye. Let's go here. Let me know what you think of this podcast. This wasn't like no learning moment. It was everything I try to do. I hope you learn something. Yeah, just learn that. Yeah, they don't even want us down there. And when I seen all of them coming here, I said, well, shit, who down there? Let's go down there. I wish I had some money. I wish I had some money enough to do that. I would go down there and buy into Mexico myself if I had some money. Enough money to do it.
Shame, shame, shame. I don't wanna go to Mexico no more. There's a big fat policeman at the door. He'll hang you by the collar, make you pay $1. I don't wanna go to Mexico no more. She did it wrong.
Bye, y'all.